Hello there, I'm Dr. Purnendu Roy. I'm a surgeon from Genesis Hospital. In this channel, we had done one video on World Suicide Prevention Day, the 10th of September. Since then, there was another thing which was coming into my mind because I remembered a day which caused a lot of emotional disturbance for me when I was the first year student. I was one of the fresh students in surgery in JIPMER, and one lady used to come on a regular basis for treatment for cancer breast chemotherapy. And every month she will come and get her chemotherapy and go back. And she had kind of developed a kind of trust in me. So whenever she will get admitted, she will always say, Dr. Purnendu Roy ka koopudinga, avanukku idu venum. Now the thing is, each time I gave the chemotherapy, and in front of my eyes, she was gradually deteriorating. On the 5th cycle when she came, she had multiple metastases in her lung and also deposits in her spine. She was in agonizing pain, and also she was breathless and couldn't lie down. She would just sit whole night with a pillow and support. It was very difficult to watch for me as a young budding surgeon. When I took my chemotherapy injections to give it to her, she held my hand like this and she said, Doc, you also know, I also know that I will not recover from this. Why are you doing this? Why do you want me to suffer for such a long time? I won't tell anybody. It's only between you and me. If you ever feel my pain, don't give the chemotherapy. Just push potassium. Let me just die peacefully. I didn't have words. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't even look into her eyes. But she wouldn't let my hand take away. So I was kind of stuck in that situation. Then she looked into my eyes and said, tell me honestly something. If it was your sister, would you have allowed her to suffer like this? Night after night in agony and pain and breathlessness like this. I didn't know what to do. I ran away from there. I applied for 2 days leave, didn't want to see the lady again. But this has been troubling me, that if a person is in such a state that can never recover, can the person not choose that he or she wants to die? The term euthanasia, it's been debated so much. Merciful killing. Now it has been allowed in certain countries like Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and some other states, which is assisted suicide. I did talk about in one episode suicide prevention. Now, what about the situation when the person do not want to suffer like this? Anybody who has seen the film Guzarish, they know. I have a friend of mine who fell down from the staircase and had an injury in the neck and is quadriplegic, can't move hands or legs, completely bedridden and wheelchair bound. What about these people when they have no chance to recover? So this is one thing which we keep facing from time to time. There will be people who are on life support machine and ventilator. The relatives are not able to pull on with the financial strain. Now, who decides? This is one thing has been debated in India also, but one phenomenal verdict came up from Supreme Court. Now, this is called passive euthanasia. Active means you can't kill a person, but passive euthanasia or the other thing is called living will. If a person before going into comatose stage or before going into a situation when can't take a decision, makes a will saying that if I'm ever in a situation where I'm in coma or I'm unconscious, and if the doctors feel that there is no chance of my recovery, support system machines can be withdrawn. There can be a lot of things which can be spoken about euthanasia, but this is something which probably bothers many doctors when they come across a situation like this, that they know that this person won't survive. So why can't we form board, a group of doctors directly taking decision that what they're doing is also to alleviate the misery of the person and the family. Now, when you try thinking like this, that it's my life, why can't I take a decision in advance so that if all people can write it down, if I ever reach a situation, let doctors take a decision whether I have any chance of survival. If not, there is no point prolonging the agony. I'm not coming up with any solution today. Neither am I trying to say that I will be able to make movements, but I want you people to give opinion about it. Let us try to understand that we have the right to live with dignity, right to live. So let us please have the right to die with dignity. So this is what is the verdict that has come from Supreme Court, that every person should have the right to die with dignity. There is another thing I had heard of, that we always had this system even before. Now that was not considered as euthanasia. I do not know how many people are aware of this. A place in Kashi, it's called Kashila Mukti Bhavan. Now people who have lived their life and have decided now they want to die in a peaceful way, they just check in, book into this place, Kashila Mukti Bhavan. And there the last few days are spent. So that means there are people who are willingly accepted that this is the way, in a very dignified way, they want to die. There are books on preparation for dying. Dalai Lama has written a beautiful book on that. Somehow death is always associated the word. Don't talk such cynical things and all. But that's the most inevitable thing. All of us will die someday. But if the person is suffering, why can we not allow the person to die in dignity? So this is just a thought, leaving it to people. Give your comments. Let's start a discussion. Let us try and find out whether euthanasia should be right for the people. And if you think that you want further discussion on this topic, euthanasia or mercy killing, share this video with your contacts. Subscribe to my channel. Let's try to put forward our own views, whether doctors should be allowed to help somebody who wants to die with dignity. And thanks for watching. Keep watching and sharing your views.